I'm Katrina Johnson.
And I'm Elisa Reyes.
And I'm Angelique Bates, and we're from Nickelodeon's All That.
And you're watching 90s Kids Forever.
Am I talking French? Am I spewing mercies and bondors? We'll get to your questions, but can I finish?
You can finish, and I think Lisa has a video for you guys. So take it away. You don't want to see me, you want to see all that. And let's get this trending. Let's hashtag all that and hashtag Comikaze. And we're going to get pictures out for you guys. And hopefully we can all sing the theme song.
Don't worry, I'll repair it.
Oh, what's your matter, Fred? That'll be $65.
I detect you did.
You sure showed him, Super Dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Welcome, Good Burger, on with the Good Burger. Can I take you?
Sequence. Volunteer framing.
I got rid of her.
Yeah, boring.
Have you ever thought about Goldblum? Incoming!
Fresh out the box. Stop, look and watch. Ready yet? Get set. It's all that. Oh my gosh, you guys are in for a treat. We have 127 members of All That. We have so many people. They're a wonderful group of people. I know you want to see them, so let's not even waste any time. Let's bring them all out here, but I need you guys to give them a big round of applause. I need you guys to go crazy. I need you guys to make some kind of noise. Make all the noise. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, the cast, the All That reunion. Give them love. Keep it up, keep it going.
Mark Saul's here, everybody. We can all calm down.
My daughter was napping. She takes long naps.
High school reunion.
Mark, I think it was cosplay. Oh my gosh, this is crazy right now. Isn't this amazing, guys? Look at all these people we have here today. So cool, so cool. Reunited, and it feels so good. So let's just go down the line here. Have every one of you introduce yourselves, the seasons you were on All That, and if you want to bring out a couple of your favorite characters that you did on the show or things that you did on the show that are memorable to you, feel free to throw that in as well. So let's start with you, Lori Beth.
You gotta go first, LB.
I'm just getting good at doing panorama pictures. And good is a relative term. Hi, I'm Lori Beth Denberg from Nickelodeon's All That. Thanks for being here. I was an original cast member the first 4 seasons. And I guess I'm most known for my characters, Miss Fingerly the teacher, and Miss Hushbound the loud librarian, and for vital information.
Okay, well, hi everybody. I'm Katrina Johnson. Seasons 1 through 3. You already heard a little Ross Perot action. I think my favorite was the Lemonade Scammer. And then I also loved doing Roseanne.
Alright, I'm Angelique Bates. Season 1 and 2, Randy and Mandy, Urkel, Beth from Good Burger.
Check, check. Hi, I'm Elisa Reyes. Seasons 1 through 3, original OG. gee. I would say Kiki the Island Girl with LB over there. And some falafel the genie and bag and sag and Mary.
What's up, Comikaze? I was on multiple seasons of all that. I don't remember how many. I was on that though, and Good Burger, Repairman, Nervous and Clueless, Ear Boy, and Piece of Face. Rocking it, yeah, just the whole
Steal
bunch
my
of characters,
answer,
man. I love y'all. Sean Servant.
What's up, everybody? My name is Josh Server. I also, like Kel, was on all that for 150 years. It was so long ago. I think 6 seasons. I was on there, and I kept showing up, and they wanted me to leave, but I wouldn't. And I guess Kel mentioned Ear Boy. Everybody, Detective Dan. And I like Tandy, the redheaded, crazy wig girl, I guess. And now Danny Tamborelli.
Hey guys, thanks for that intro, Josh. Yeah, I know. You can touch my locks as much as you like, Josh. Yeah, I did 3 years and all that, you know. It was all right. It was kind of rough sometimes, but it's all right, you know. I had to take over for Lori Beth doing Vital Informations, you know. That was pretty hard. Jack Campbell Fat Cap, you know. That was pretty good. Cheeseburger Doyle, Private Eye, Helga Schlumpenfist, you know. I got all the tough roles, you know. I don't know why I'm talking like this.
What character are you doing now?
This is my New York, I live in Brooklyn talk, so I don't get beat up.
It's too late to introduce new characters in the show, Dave. You're not. It's okay.
He's a method actor, Mark.
He's a method.
He's been working
I just knew there's a lot of agents in the audience. I can do this really good, this good Brooklyn thing, you know?
Right. Hey. Go Mets. Yeah. My name is Mark Saul. I was on the show season. Thanks, Kel. I was on the show season 5 and season 6. I played characters like Stuart and Reinhardt the Dancing Monkey Boy and other wacky guys. Who's next?
We're like a typewriter, it goes all the way back.
My name is Lisa Foyles, and I was on All That for seasons 7, 8, 9, and 10. And my most memorable characters were probably Kathy from Sugar and Coffee, where I tortured people with sugar and coffee. Claudia, the goth girl from Slumber Party, with my dead squirrel deadles. And I was hoping Jack would be here so I could do Together Forever and be Heather Darling and then tackle him off the stage, but you know, maybe next time.
Hi guys, I'm Christina Kirkman. Seasons 9 and 10. Sunshine Sally, still very similar.
She won the contest for All That's Funniest Kid in America. Like, this is the winner.
So Sunshine Sally, I played some like deranged swamp creature named Squat, and I was a rapping baby little embryo. So yeah, those.
Hello. I don't know. I might have just called like some lipstick on my face.
There's so many cast members, they're just going to show up throughout the
I know, there's like
panel.
a million of
Who's
us.
under the table?
Hey guys, I'm Chelsea Brummett. I was on, I guess, from 7 to 10 or 6 to 10. Okay. Seasons of All That. I played Bridget, Slumber Party. I was Bridget. I did Abby Rhodes, which is a recurring character in many different weird things and skits. But anyway, I did a lot of different things, and I'm really happy to be here. This is all really awesome. Thank you all. I gave you lipstick on my face. I knew it. I knew when I got a big kiss when she just got here. Anyway, it's great to see all of you guys here to support us, and like really happy to be here. So thank you. Sending you lots of love. Woo!
I am Ryan Coleman. I was on seasons 9 and 10. I am more so known for playing the more underwhelming version of Ed. from Good Burger that people did not. I read the comments on YouTube. Nobody fucked with it. So, thanks. But and that, and also Jim Tasty. Yeah, this is my dad.
Right.
First F-bomb, nice.
Hi, everybody. I'm Giovanni Samuels, and I was on seasons 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I was part of the reboot, and I played Stacy Chit Chat, and we did so much.
Remember? Party. Yeah, slumber party.
Somebody mentioned Know Your Stars.
Oh, Know Your Stars.
Know Your Stars.
Know your stars. Know your stars.
We like to keep hidden cast members in the back, locked up, and we just let them free every now and then.
Every single Nickelodeon employee will show up eventually.
Yeah, really.
It's like all that DLC. We just keep adding more people.
I just stand.
5 hours later, and they all that reunion battle.
Before we get to him, you don't know who I am. I'm Joe Ockman. I was in season 9. I played Dr. Schmidt, and I'm here because I'm the world's expert at getting attacked with sugar and coffee.
I'd like to test that in the green room.
We shall.
Are there any more cast members coming?
Well, we have to get Jack to introduce himself. After the selfie.
How's it go?
Selfies are important, guys.
I ran from the parking lot, you guys.
Yeah, me
He got his cardio in.
too. He also got a Giovanni kiss on his face as well. I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you.
Say your name.
Oh, hey, I'm Jack the Seventh. I was on season 7 through 10 with these kids back here. I played Randy Quench, volunteer fireman.
Sugar and coffee, don't forget.
Oh, that's not me. I thought you were the world's expert.
See? Just at getting victimized by it, not actually having,
So this is great. We see we got all the fans here checking you guys out here today. Is this amazing for you? I mean, the show came out in the 90s. It definitely had an impact on a lot of us. We always talk about it's the SNL for our generation. Is it still awesome or interesting for you guys to see that 2015, we're still talking about this show, people still love you the way they do, and that it still holds a heart for not only our generation, but the next generation that are now getting into it as well?
I'm excited because I get to tell my parents that they're not the only one that loves me.
And you're proof. Thank you. Yeah, you guys are amazing. Like, without you guys, all that wouldn't be what it is. So we just want to thank you guys because you guys are so freaking loyal. We just adore you guys so much. Like, seriously.
Yes, we definitely want to thank you guys. The new generation is awesome. My kids are actually here. They're 7 and 8, and they love the show. So it's amazing.
Yay!
Why do you feel like this show had such an impact? Was there a certain style to it, or just the way that you guys were that you felt like this show had that heart?
I think it was culturally diverse. I mean, I'm Irish, Italian, Dominican from New York City. You know what I mean? And literally, like, we have a United Nations of different actors here. And being able to do comedy at such a young age, which is really hard for an actor to do, was honestly, like, so much fun. We were a big family working in Universal when we first did the pilot in the first season, and then getting the opportunity to come back out here to Paramount Studios, and then working with some other, cast members that came on at later seasons. It was like evolving family, and it literally was just fun every day.
I would say also that the material we were giving out was of a higher quality. It wasn't some talking down to kids, dopey. There was odd social commentary, even if you didn't get it at the time. There were
Right, we were
random,
trying to make each other laugh a lot of the times.
Yeah. So the writing had a lot to do with it, and the writers tailoring sketches to our skills and stuff like that. That really brought the best out of the show, so you guys could enjoy it.
And it had something for everyone, Like it was nice that you could sit down and watch all that with your parents, and while slapsticky at times and a little childish, there were jokes in there that might have gone over, you know, the kid's head, but the parents got, and there's that quality time that, you know, you could actually spend with your family watching TV, which I know.
We're trying to bring families together.
Yeah. Well, seriously though.
Yes. It was a real children's
Hashtag family.
Unity through laughter.
There's a lot of the TV shows nowadays.
Watch TV.
A lot of the television shows today, they're not like really family oriented. And back then, I think it was like you could really sit everybody down. It didn't matter which age. You didn't have to put your hands over anyone's ears or cover their eyes. It was pure fun.
And as guest actors, when we guest actors came in, these guys were so great to work with, were such pros and so funny and so fun to work with that it was a real joy, because I have a lot of friends who guested on the show and we all say the same thing. We remember all that, we remember it fondly, just how great it was to work with you guys.
Aw.
Absolute pros.
Oh, that must have been that cast, because
Yeah, we were terrible.
We were horrible.
Yeah, not you.
Beat them all up.
To me, the show was special because it was nothing else. There was nothing else like it on TV. It was like the perfect marriage of live theater and a television show. We had the luxury of, you know, pre-filming, and we could mess up and ad-lib and have bloopers and do it over again. But then, you know, when we filmed in front of the live audience, in front of you guys on Fridays, it was, I mean, that was like live theater. We fed off of your energy, and it was the most fun. Those were the best years of my life. These are my family right here.
Yeah.
So with the OG cast, the original cast, you guys filmed at the beautiful Nickelodeon Studios in Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. Has anyone ever been to that? Ever been to Nickelodeon Studios in here? Hey. Did that make it a different experience as opposed to like filming something right here in LA or usually where you film places doing it Nickelodeon?
Yeah, because at lunch I could go get on some rides. I could go play on the other sets. I could go eat all the slime. I used to eat the slime. It was awesome.
I mean, like literally, like the Universal Studios areas where we shot also the opening credits where we're jumping on the trampoline and stuff like that. We definitely had a lot of perks in Florida's amazing state to grow up in and whatnot. And then coming out to California was even like woohoo fancy. We got Beverly Hills and all these different places, but Florida was definitely my favorite. I would say.
And there was also the history of it. That's where Clarissa filmed. That's where Gullah Gullah filmed. And you see that creepy frog like in the hallway.
Figure it out.
Shelby Woo.
Shelby Woo. So it was cool. You had people that had worked on the shows that we watched before we were on Nickelodeon.
Did you kind of feel like it was almost like you had like a Nickelodeon school?
Hey girl!
Christy Knowings.
Mason Knowings. We just come on up. I'm telling you guys, we're gonna have like 100 people by the end of this dance.
All that cast members come to the stage now. We're gonna cut this off.
Assemble.
I think 1 out of 5 people in this
Then the Hey Dude cast is gonna show up. Then my brother and me is gonna show up. So we got a couple of people. Introduce yourselves and the seasons, all that you're on, and some of your favorite characters that you played, Chris.
Hey, I am Christy Knowings. Thank you guys. I was on seasons 4 through 6, and I love playing Brenda Stone and whatever, Jessica. And I love playing. You love Miss Clump. I guess I enjoy that.
Oh, sorry.
Nothing beats Miss Fingerly, so you know. But I still love playing Miss Clump. Yeah, I loved Brenda. I love Gloria Bankhead. So she came a little bit later, but I really enjoyed playing her as well. Yeah. Thanks, you guys.
My name is Brian Hearn. I played Zigbee, the cab driver, and then I played a little fetus. It was just like my personal favorite. I was on seasons 7 and 8 with these lovely people, and I love being here. This is awesome, man.
So for the newer cast, how was that transition? Because we had the seasons going on before, then they kind of did the reboot and brought a lot of you guys. Was that a fun experience, being sort of the new all that, or was it a challenge for like you had to keep up the legacy of the name?
It was kind of mixed. Like we were super stoked that, man, we get to do the trampoline thing like the original cast, you know. But we were really stoked to do it, but then on the other hand, we were like, okay, we've got some big shoes to fill. We want to create our own way. We want to make a statement.
guys' shoes.
What? They recycled a lot of clothing. I don't think they put the foot powder in them first.
We literally like all went through probably like, well, most of us at least. I know that a few of us did probably like 7 auditions to get to.
Me too.
Yeah.
7.
So yeah, we did have some big shoes to fill, and I think we filled them though. I think we did an awesome job, and I'm really proud of all of us before and now, who we all are. And then we're all here together. It's just awesome, and I'm just very happy. That's all.
I'm a person who like hates
All
change. So when I found out they would bring all that back, I was like, oh, obviously I'm gonna be watching that. And they were like, no, we want you to audition. And I was like, no. No, Keenan and Kel back. They're not gonna do it. So no, but like once we got into like the groove and like really got into it and like started having like some real fun and like every Friday the live audience was there, it was like, okay, yeah, we've done it, we're doing it. And then like some of you guys came back to like represent. It was awesome. It was awesome.
That was a lot of fun. I think that was a highlight for a lot of us. When we first originally got cast, they made us do like a 2-3 week summer camp. Remember we had to like do that? Wow. Yeah, we had to do like we had a boot camp. I didn't get to go to camp.
Yeah, we had big shoes to fill. We had huge shoes to fill, and they made sure we went through it for y'all.
Yeah, we had to do our improv boot camp. We had to like create
like calisthenics
and stuff. Like we really had to make sure that we were the new league of extraordinary actors.
Coach Cretan jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3.
How many good burgers can you eat?
Kel, I think you should do your good.
On the spot. What's that? What do what? Oh. Welcome to Good Burger Home. To Good Burger, can I take y'all?
I was very excited when I saw that actually on like Jimmy Fallon or something. It was weird. I was like, where did it? It was so weird, and now I'm here, and now we're here again.
Yeah, Kel, tell us about that, because on Jimmy Fallon, Keenan and Kel reunited, did a Good Burger sketch together.
That's right. Shout out to Keenan, man. Make some noise for Keenan. He's man, that was awesome, man. I mean, like Keenan and I back into the suit. He had the Lester Oaks construction worker hat on. It was awesome, man. Like we were right back in it, and I remember seeing the wig in the dressing room, and it was like glowing, like. Put it on, man. It was just it was awesome. Jimmy was awesome. And we love you. We love all of you. We love the fans, man. And it's awesome hearing people come up and say, I was having a bad day when I was a kid, but then when I went home and watched all that, it made everything better. So it's really cool that it's a part of you all's childhood. And man, thank you for watching, man. We love all of y'all.
Thank you so much. We all feel.
Huh? What happened?
Oh, I just said thank you all. Thank you all for that way.
Thank
you said,
guys so much
What?
for like making our lives and our childhood. Like a lot of us were, well, the newer castmates were saying like this is the closest to a high school reunion we're gonna get to because we didn't go to school.
Yes.
Like
different.
No, we went to school.
We went to school.
Like this is our classmates. Like this is who we like got excited to see, and I think all of us definitely jumped at the opportunity to do this.
Let's just admit it, we're lucky to be alive.
We are.
Lucky to be alive. Lucky to be here.
We're using full sentences. I mean, this is all good stuff, right, guys?
We're adults
I was
now.
convinced you wouldn't be here, Josh.
And I think one of the coolest moments that happened in the show is when you did the 100th episode special, because you got to work with each other in that. So what was that experience like coming back?
There was one sketch where there was like literally 12 characters in one sketch. It was a mess, but it was awesome.
Randy Quench and Coffee and Sugar
It was like a cluster.
and Jack Campbell Fat Cop and Detective
Abby
Jane.
Rhodes.
It was a mishmash.
It was a 10-minute long sketch, probably the longest sketch in all that history.
It was just great to have both generations of the show there, and to see to people respond to it after 10 years. 10 years of being on the air is pretty great. Like Kel was saying, we're here because the fans love it, and we're talking about it. For some of us over 20 years ago. So to be relevant even now is just a pretty amazing thing. So
Yeah.
I want to say one thing that I was actually just now I remember because you brought up that sketch from the 10-year anniversary. That now one of my Actually, the only time I've ever been proposed, is that how you say it? Someone like proposing to me? Was Cal. And that's pretty awesome.
She said what? No, it was the old man. It was Coach Creedon. Coach Creedon. Coach Creedon had a girlfriend.
Because Coach's wife's backstage.
Yeah, Coach Creedon had a girlfriend. I don't know if you saw it, and he was proposing, and he was trying to propose, and his proposal kept getting messed up by Fat Cop and Principal Pimpale.
It started with me and you.
It's all coming true now. You're speaking my language.
I broke it over your head for no reason. I freaked out because Abby Rose didn't have much of a brain. Okay.
So yeah, so since it was a Nickelodeon show, you obviously broke a lot of things, got a lot of things dumped on you. Are there any special experiences that you remember of slime or food or windows crashing?
Wait. A couple.
Oh,
yeah. Slime.
Christina?
Yeah, this one's bad. So Sunshine Sally was like my first big character, so there was a lot of pressure as is, and then it was in front of a live audience. And me and Lisa were sitting on the bed, and I had to throw a book through the window, which appears very nice on YouTube, but that's not what happened. So the window was made out of sugar glass, and I had to throw the book behind me, and the window was supposed to break. Yeah, that took about 50 tries, and it was in front of a live audience, so I think everybody was getting really annoyed, and everyone had to like come next to me and try to throw it, like we couldn't get it. Finally, I get it, and I broke character, and I went, yes! And I just looked over at everyone, and they went, oh, God. They had to like replace the window and do it again, and yeah, so.
You're the babies.
Wait.
You couldn't really blame me. I was 10 and I just smiled, so no one really blamed me. But if I did it now, they'd be like, no, you can't do that.
Wait, the one where I fell on stage, do you guys remember Stacy Chit Chat? Okay, so this was also in front of a live audience. A lot of bad things happened when we're in front of a live audience. So we're doing Stacy Chit Chat. I'm about to do the end of the scene. They gave me an office chair, but it had wheels on it, so somebody forgot to put the brakes on it.
Oh no.
So I go to sit down, and I like hit the ground hard. They thought I hit my chin on the table, and I almost did, but I popped right back up, and I was like, all right, let's go everybody, let's just keep going, I'm gonna throw her out the window, and yeah, that's probably still on YouTube too.
I don't remember
me falling in front of a live audience.
I'm glad YouTube didn't exist.
Oh my God.
We're dating ourselves. There was no internet.
The things you would have saw from the original cast.
Yeah.
I did a Randy and Mandy once, where they were the chocolate children. And
Chocolate children.
I was playing like Julia Child type person, and I was supposed to squirt chocolate sauce up my nose. And it went fine in the morning when we shot, and then the live audience came in. And when the live audience came in, I went to shoot up my nose and it went right in my eye, which is like really uncomfortable. It's bad. And it was just, I really tried to go on, but it was just, you know, this mess. And so that was a good one.
I don't remember which season it was, but it was a live audience. I think it was the cold opening, and I wasn't paying attention. It was that scene where we always run up the stairs. I was the last one, and I was looking down while everyone was looking up and going around a pole. And I ended up looking up too late and ran smack dab in it. So I had like a mild concussion, and I'm like, hey, it's all back! So that was like my experience.
In my episode, besides being lifted through, being pulled through a ceiling with ceiling tiles and stuff falling all over me, you had to learn the skill of having sugar and coffee poured on you in rapid succession from an actual vat where they turn on a spigot and it just hit you. And every one of us had to have a little learning curve about doing it, because you had to do the sugar first so that the coffee would get rid of it and choke it out. So it was either choke to death or drown.
Okay, one
That's
of the
what we do for you.
One of the reasons why I sort of, I mean, I liked being Miss Plump, but it was just kind of a lot, was that I had to kind of deal with all of the stuff that came along with being someone that was being poked fun of. So the most memorable moment was when Mark actually had to splatter eggs on my head, like, and you have to do that take over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm a vegetarian now.
That made me think of
Shortly
something.
after that, no, so that was my moment.
So you're sorry.
Wait, can I not interrupt?
Sorry,
I
Christy.
remember, I think it was maybe the first season, we were in Orlando, and we did a skit where we all had to spit milk on each other.
Oh no.
That was so disgusting, y'all. I'm weird. I don't even like to share my milk with and so we were just spitting milk on each other. And then I remember one time, Lori Beth and I and Josh got tied to the geyser. And Josh was so sick.
That.
And we were all like, oh.
Yeah, there's like, it's not even a slime, it's a slime geyser that goes off every 45 minutes in Orlando.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's just strap these young children to it and see what happens. What could go wrong, right? So I was super sick that day, and we were just getting hit with slime guys. I don't know.
And I think it was live during Snick or something like that. And I just remember Lori Beth just being like so unhappy. And we were just all like miserable, but yet so happy at the same
Still cleaning slime.
Oh, man, it was the worst. But it was still great.
Yeah, and then there's also a lot of, especially with you, Danny, there's a lot of food that was involved too.
Food? Yeah. Jack Campbell Fat Cap was a very messy foodie sketch. So we did one with Randy, where Fat Cop comes in and gets distracted by chocolate donuts and chocolate everything, because that's what he does, is eat chocolate and make food with it. And we did a live, again, wow, this is the whole thing, is like, okay, and then we did the live version of it, and then everything went wrong. So we had this pad in the back to make sure we wouldn't slip and fall, and the whole thing, we just started fighting back and forth, and there's this vat of chocolate syrup, just like I don't know, 2 gallons of syrup, like it was a lot
Pretty
of
normal
syrup.
day.
Normal day, no big deal.
Day. 2 gallons of chocolate.
And it wasn't supposed to, they weren't supposed to go over yet, and it did, and it just coated the whole back, so it was like ice skating on chocolate while you're trying to do a scene and not laugh, but all Keenan and I would do is laugh at each other and break stuff. And we broke most of the stuff that wasn't allowed to be broken. All of the non-breakable stuff we broke. So, a good thing that we did it for the live show, because then we would have been in trouble.
You learned how to get out of sketches, because if you broke things and really got it messy, you wouldn't have to do it 6 times.
Oh,
That didn't work over here. That did not work over here. You broke something, your punishment was you gotta break something else.
Yeah, that was not gonna fly.
Do you guys remember
Classic middle
cheese,
child
please?
syndrome.
Do you remember
Then
the
we
cheese,
get
please?
the parents of the first kids.
Take it
Let
up
them off the hook.
Take it
not
up
this
to
time.
boot camp.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
no.
guys went to the boot camp, so you should have known better.
Right, see, they were trained at boot camp to break things properly. We were raw.
I remember there was this one particular, I don't even remember what it was, but it was like, we all had to dress up in red, and they put us in these pillars. It was like the elimination chamber. Oh, that's what, on there.
That's horrible.
My dare,
the worst 3 weeks of my
everybody
life.
else had 3 dares. I didn't have any dares. So I'm sitting there looking back they're gonna kill me. Whatever it is that when I get my dare, it's gonna be like death. What they did was they put peanut butter on my entire body and had dogs licked. And that wasn't even the worst of it. The worst of it was 3 weeks straight I smelled like peanut butter.
I think it was also a cable show, different network.
Did that peanut butter come out of the teacher's magic briefcase?
Nickelodeon After
Because I think
Yes.
that
Way to call it back.
you're having some repressed mememories come up, and we can all deal with that backstage.
We're really growing at this panel.
Yes, we are.
I was gonna say on
Does
the
anybody
on
have any
your dares.
tissues?
Well, I think I got some of the best ones, because the only time I ever went down to the writer's room and spoke up about anything, otherwise I'm hibernating in my bedroom. Weird thing. So I went down there one time and I was like, okay, so we have on our dares, and I was like, you already have it written that I'm apparently losing. That's not gonna happen. So I want you to bring me some really crazy dares. So I did get some crazy ones. Squid shower is pretty horrible. It really was fresh squid.
Yeah, I remember that.
I reached for I felt like it was a month of me showering multiple times a day. No one, this is why I stayed in my bedroom, Chelsea room, because I think I smelled really bad.
Who had to eat the scorpion?
Yeah, that was
That was
this
you.
man who won't talk, so let's give him the
We didn't have to do any of
Yeah,
that.
they put you guys through a lot.
Yeah.
We didn't do anything.
Right.
Worst thing I did was eat
I
like
ate
a...
toenails.
We had to go to school.
Right.
Which is horrible. Don't
Yeah,
do that,
they
kids.
made us
Do
like
not go
do
to
some
school.
crazy
No,
stuff.
they do not. They made you eat real toenails.
No, they were, well,
What you talking about?
movie
Is that
magic.
legal?
But my dare was I had to eat toenail clippings and fingernail clippings. And then another one was like a liver smoothie. And no, yeah, our prop people were amazing.
Our prop people really brought
He
it.
was a great guy, the coolest dude ever. But I'm allergic to chocolate. So instead of having
Chocolate
like,
toenails?
yeah, that sucks. But
Girl.
instead of having the liver smoothie, they made it to this chocolate chunky smoothie. And so they weren't entirely sure if I was gonna have like
They should've
an
done peanut
episode or have my EpiPen like next. And then they were like, no, you'll be fine. Just chug it. You'll be okay.
2 seasons and
You'll
we haven't
leave.
killed anyone yet.
Yeah.
Right? That's pretty impressive, actually, based on
Right.
our history.
That's crazy.
I was gonna say the last one was that I did eat. I think I actually fit in my mouth 27 or 28 slugworms, is what they called them. They really were just like centipedes with a million. They said they did not bite or pinch. They did both. They lied. The side people lied.
I feel
That
like we
was
all
real.
owe you an apology. This whole
They really know. Dan
bad to
Schneider
make
beat
those
me
things to
down.
these poor people behind you.
We were so bad that they took it out on the second coming of all that.
I feel like you should
Get
come on
it.
Fear Factor. That's your hidden talent.
Wow. Steve Holland
These
does.
panels really do turn into like group therapy for us.
Seriously.
Let's work through it, guys. Let's work through it.
And apparently the producers of
sorry
Fear
to feel
Factor
it.
must have worked on all that beforehand.
I know, right?
Well, some of you guys know this.
I'm mad at my dad, not you.
Now, one of the other cool things about the show is that you always had some awesome musical guests on the show.
Aaliyah, rest in peace. TLC, that was like our sisters, man.
Y'all had the good ones.
Monica, Brandy,
Brandy.
Greg Beck, John B.
Subway.
Insane
Everybody.
Backstreet Boys.
So many boy bands.
What?
The Brett, Craig
Hashtag boy band.
Guys, the new Radicals were on the show.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what? Okay, we had Aaron Carter.
Yeah.
We had Aaron Carter.
We had his older brother.
We had P. Diddy.
We had Pete Diddy.
Yeah.
We had his older brother.
Mario.
We had Usher. We had Usher.
All right.
We had
All right,
Lauren.
you have
Okay.
Pete Diddy.
We had Lauren.
They messed up the dressing room. That's private information.
I want to say something. We had a lot of different artists that came on that before they really got their big start.
like Destiny's Child.
And we had Kel too. Kel
They're trying to
performed.
up us.
I did.
And I'll tell you another
She's a
thing
bad
over everyone.
Hashtag what?
No, there was one group though, Aftermath,
Max,
which was
mine's
Kale.
after Future
Oh
Club.
yeah. Yeah, we performed on there. We also had Busta Rhymes.
Yeah. Usher. Erica Badu.
Backstreet Boys. Backstreet Boys as well.
The cool.
The Spice Girls.
The Spice Girls.
LL
Spice up your
Cool
life.
J.
LL Cool J.
Escape L.
He did some mama jokes with us backstage.
Smoking stuff.
Did you say
Britney
no?
Spears.
Yeah.
We just created a Spotify playlist just now. Everyone's gonna go home and do like the All That playlist. I had the CD. I own the All That CD. I took that.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wait, Kel,
We look all confused in the back of like our photo. We're all like,
Naughty by Nature.
Naughty by nature. Yes.
Yes.
Kel, didn't you rap as Ed on an IMX song? Did that happen?
You
I did. When it matured, watch me do my thing. Watch me do my thing. Yeah, and got his rap
Remember when
on.
Nick performed? Didn't Nick perform?
Did he?
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Nick Cannon.
Maybe he'll fly in somewhere. I don't know. We keep it.
Yeah, he got a helicopter.
Please don't shout.
He jetpacks in.
Yeah. And you also had some celebrity guests from time to time who would do sketches with you guys. What's some of those?
Let's all just go down the line and not talk at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who remembers a celebrity guest that they worked with?
Way to be a moderator, Josh.
Chris Farley. That was amazing. And remember, he invited all of us to go to like the screening of his movie afterwards, and we all hung out. Like he was the best, the best.
We had Tommy Davidson.
Oh, I know Tommy. The Proud
Tommy.
Family. I'm Lost Yannick on the Proud Family. He does the Proud Family.
Sinbad.
Oh, Sinbad. Yeah.
I will say my favorite was the one person that ever made me break character, and maybe so I could not actually speak any lines because I was laughing so hard. Which isn't like the biggest celebrity guest we've had, but he was the funniest person I've ever met. Which was Tom Green.
Oh,
Lisa knows because I was doing Bridget's Slumber Party and I could not stop laughing,
Oh,
so I
that was
cried.
the
I think we all were like that, right?
What?
Because he decided to break the whole set.
I would have to say my favorite celebrity guest was during a cold open, and they had written that it was Danny's mom was going to be on the show. And I'm like, okay, what actress are they going to hire to play Danny's mom? I mean, because big shoes to fill. So they decided to hire Danny's real mom.
That's true.
So if you watch that episode, don't know specifically which one it was, but if you YouTube Danny's mom, all that.
It's my mom. And now
It's
I'm
his
going to
real
be in
mom.
trouble because I didn't say it and you said it, Mark.
Oh,
Thanks a lot.
I also.
Hey,
I'm
you
in a
got
lot of
plenty of
trouble
time,
now.
Tambourine.
What about Sherman
Tambourine.
Hemsley? Sherman Hemsley was on our show. Yes.
We had a sketch where we found the original All That cast members, pre you guys,
Okay.
played by Buddy Hackett and Phyllis Diller.
Oh my God.
Finally, Jack spoke, which he should speak more because that was awesome. Good
That was
comment.
great.
Tony Hawk. He
Tony
came
Hawk.
on and he
Tony
told me
freaking
how.
Hawk.
Yeah, he came on like twice, and he's the only reason why I know how to do a kickflip today. Like, he like, yeah.
No, not here.
Do you know what? A kickflip.
This is like a battle.
We did a sketch with Britney Spears, and that's the only time I think I've ever really gotten starstruck. Because they had to clear out the whole place. She had about 25 bodyguards. They like told us not to touch her, like all sorts of things. But
Like Brittany
man.
just tops it, she should just drop the mic. Lisa drops the mic. Yeah, Brittany. And walk off.
You win.
A lot of times they would incorporate like a musical guest in with the sketch. Like Monica came, and then the Spice Girls came and they did sketches, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
And just that whole day was crazy.
I remember doing the skit with Keenan, and we did it with TLC, and it was Leap Froggy Frog, and I was the host of MTV Raps or something like that, Angie B. So that was really fun working with TLC and just working with
I sold
Lefta.
them some lemonade.
I believe it.
Cashed in on that TLC money.
So going back to some of the characters that you played, do you guys have any origin stories behind some of your favorite characters, like how they all came about?
I actually
Katrina.
I actually had a lemonade stand, and I was a kid, and I ripped off every kid in my neighborhood, and I hired them all, but I didn't pay them very well because I'm a bad person. And I kept all the dollars and the quarters, but I gave the other kids the nickels and the pennies. And I got in trouble when my neighbor's parents called my parents, and then they shut me down. They shut down my lemonade sweatshop. I used to sell Crystal Light for $1, and then I got shut down. So yeah, that happened.
Well, I had Urko. That's actually how I got all that. That was one of the characters that I did to book it. I did it about 1 million times. I feel like I did like 30 auditions, probably not that many, but I went in with the glasses. My mom had gone to the store, found the glasses, the suspenders. I had the shirt, everything, the hat, and I went in there and just killed it. And I had the biggest crush on Jaleel White, and I actually ended up meeting him at the Arsenio Hall show. Completely froze and just kept on saying Urkel repeatedly like a broken record and just couldn't stop. And like he gave me this hug, and I was like, oh my god! But yeah, so that's my story behind Urkel.
I like Stefan.
Yeah, oh,
We all do.
Actually, Jessica from Whatever, that whole Whatever sketch came about because I was Penny from a Dr. Bynes sketch, and like I was like, oh my god, I get to be Penny from like because the original ladies of All That like passed the torch. I was like, oh my god, I get to be Penny, and I think just in the table read, I was like, oh, and then I started as just like, okay, Dr. Vines. And then all of a sudden they were like, the writers were like, that's really funny. And out of that came whatever. And then I just kind of like expanded that character from Penny. So I thought that was.
Your boy came from my personal experiences in my childhood, but I don't want to talk about it. I had a lot of surgeries, and then.
So anybody that was on set always knew that I followed Jack around like a sad little puppy.
Yes.
He was like my big brother. So any like scene that he would ever do, I would just like copy him. Like he'd be practicing lines and I'd just be like on the side copying him. And he did a character called Ponce. You were Percy. And it was the one where he talked like this, but it was way better. And I would just copy him in the green room. And I think eventually the writers just got sick of listening to me copy him all day, so they were like, screw it, just write her in. So like next week we got the script and I was Ponce and I played his little sister, so it meant a lot to me.
Memories.
The origin story behind Zigbee, the cab driver, it's just a 13-year-old's take on being in a cab at 13 years old in New York. I'm from New York, and awesome. Brooklyn, baby. Brooklyn all day, baby. Oh, Brooklyn all day, baby. You already know. Bronx, my mom from the Bronx. Okay.
6 train.
Okay, now the thing that I yelled at people all the time was, "Kumquat!" And I don't really, I didn't know like why, because it just showed up in the script. I didn't do that in my audition. And in the script one day, I was reading it and I was like, this is awesome, like that's crazy that they're doing this. And I asked the writers, I was like, why kumquat? Like, why that fruit? And they were like, it's like the biggest insult ever is to be called a kumquat.
You said it like, kumquat?
I was like, okay.
Like, you're like a Slurpee?
It's funny to
you're like, kumquat?
Kumquat.
Question?
I still call people kumquat.
What? What is a kumquat? I don't even know.
It's like a teeny little fridge.
I know Coach Cretan, that was actually based on a coach I had in Chicago. He was very mean. He was just yelling at people all the time.
Will you do it? It's my favorite character of all time.
We'll do it. Josh, why you want me to do Coach Cretan? Comikaze, where's Stanley? Hey! You crazy children!
I could never get through a Coach Cretan sketch. I was done.
And the Good Burger guy, do you guys know when Ed first came on, it was in a sketch that me and Josh did together called Dream Remote. And I played a pizza guy. And it was no braids or anything like that. It just read, Kel is a pizza guy. And I gave him a voice, and I came in, and I was like, here's your pizza. And then the writers wrote in there Good Burger, but it still didn't feel right. So, because, I had the hat, I had the uniform, but then I went into the hair and makeup room, and I saw these Milli Vanilli brandy wigs. And I put that on, and Ed just came alive, man. But that was the first sketch that Ed was involved in. With my boy Josh, and we're both from Chicago originally, so
that was the pilot.
That was the pilot.
Yeah. Crazy crap.
Chicago.
They're all remembering where they are from now. So.
And now we're going to the states and the capitals.
That's right. You're from New York, all right, man.
So with this show, I mean, like I said, everyone's loving it. You got social media now. You're probably seeing a lot of stuff coming out about it. We got the splat now on Teen Nick, which is showing the end of the show. Oh, you got the splat shirt. That's nice. But do you guys feel like it's time for maybe another All That? Do you feel like we need like a new generation or a show of that nature, like a comedy show? Do you feel like kids need that today?
Definitely.
I feel like lots of kids need the boot camp.
Yeah, they gotta pay. They all have to pay.
Oh yeah.
Which apparently means you're gonna eat a lot of weird stuff.
Yes, and get covered in it, roll around in it, break stuff.
Hey, I learned how to milk a cow and a goat on this show.
I was a cow yesterday. I wish you were milk
crazy baby.
That's just because you were in charge of craft service.
I do know how to cook very well.
And what are some of the other cool, I mean, obviously you did a lot of cool stuff with All That, but what are some of the other cool things that you guys want to shout out or that you've done since the show ran? Just other projects. Again, let's go down the line real quick.
Sir?
Other projects, other things, yeah.
We're having some order.
Okay, that's new, and I love that. I've been working on my music. I actually just came back from London, which I've been there for a year, actually, just kind of enjoying working on my music. But I'm actually still acting. I'm about to start some projects right now, so definitely be looking out for me and listen out for my album too. And yeah, I have actually a lot of projects happening that I will be re-emerging on social media to let you guys know about.
Yeah, Christy can sing. Make some noise for Christy. I heard that.
One of my fondest 2-year memories was, of course, sitting next to that lovely man doing Figure It Out.
Is that lovely man me or Josh? Because I know that he's the heartthrob here.
Danny, no one
I'm sorry.
is lovelier than you.
Oh, well.
So that was really fun, and then I was on the Steve Harvey Show, which was a sitcom for a few years, and everybody loves that dodgeball movie. I was in it for like 5 seconds, and everyone's like, "Were you from Dodgeball?" And I'm like, "Yes, did you watch the rest of the movie? There was a lot of entertaining stuff." But actually, pretty soon I'm going to be working on the web series The Doll, which has a booth here, I don't know where. And, oh, is that you, Bradford? Hi! So we have to meet later, so I'm going to be working on that, so look for that. There's already episodes out, right? So look for it on the YouTubes. Look for it on the YouTubes. It's called The Doll. Katrina?
Oh, well, thank you. Well, I did something non-acting related. I took up martial arts and I qualified for the Olympic trials. And I did a radio talk show for a few years with the lovely Karen Ashley, Yellow Power Ranger back there, Uncensored Radio. Go say hi to her. You could check out our podcasts. I've done a few projects with these lovely ladies right here. And on to you, Angelique.
All right, well, I've done a couple of things. I'll just mention I did Comedy Central, Tim and Eric's Awesome. I was a bump-up lady. That's me. I was in 35 and Ticking with Mike Epps and Kevin Hart. Gangsta Girl. I have a single out called Can't Fade Me Now. And I do something that's kind of like non-acting. I'm part of Adrian Paul's Peace Fund paintball team. Adrian Paul is from Highlander, some of you guys know. And that's pretty much it. Oh, you can find me Twitter, Facebook, Angelique Bates.
Unfortunately, I gotta unfortunately do a speed round. They give me the
Real fast. After all that, it's a show called One World on TNBC. I was on Passions, Bold and Beautiful, and I play Las Yannicka Boulevardes on The Proud Family. And I'm actually I'm in a cartoon right now on Netflix with Pell called The Jammies. I play Momo. Shout out your character on The Jammies. Oh, we don't. Well, he's on there as well.
Kels doesn't remember.
So follow me too, Elisa Reyes on social media.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? I would say new show on Nickelodeon right now called Game Shakers every Saturday night at 8:30. Check it out, check it out. I was also a Mystery Man. Ben Stiller, everybody, all them people. And a lot of other movies and stuff like that. No, we gotta keep it going.
We gotta keep it going.
So,
IMDb's.
Yeah, and Clifford the Big Red Dog.
I just did a movie called Uploaded a couple months ago. Starting a new movie soon. Just recently kind of just getting back into it, but I have a new project that actually I can't really talk about yet that's getting picked up, which is like a behind the scenes thing, a pilot where I'm going to be writing, potentially acting, directing, so some cool stuff going on, and you'll see it, and then thank you guys for your support.
Yeah, so I got a podcast with the guy who's the other Pete from Pete and Pete called The Adventures of Dylan. We got a booth back there, 1714, we're here for the rest of the time. I got a band called Jounce, we play rock and roll music. And I do sketch comedy, and these fools have been in it called Man Boobs Comedy, so we sort of keep that. But all that, yeah, it's funny, it's a double entendre because we all have man boobs and we're idiots, which is, boobs is another word for idiot, so, you know, yeah, now you guys get it.
I've done some TV shows. I was in The Social Network. I was on Grey's Anatomy for a couple of years. I recur on the show Mom on CBS, and I'm going to be in a new show called Agent X on TNT. Coming up, so.
Okay, well, after all that, I did Sweet Life with Zach and Cody. And then I did Bring It On, All or Nothing with Salon and Pantera. Freedom Writers, did a couple other movies. I did Harbinger Down, that just came out. And I'm doing a new project right now with Wade Brady. So you'll see more soon.
I love me some Wade Brady.
Right after all that, I did Avatar: The Last Airbender. I was the voice of Sokka on that. And then right now, I'm on another new Nick show called 100 Things to Do Before High School. I'm like a cool middle school guidance counselor.
Awesome.
I have an album coming out called Let Me See the Kid, produced by Brooke DeLoe of Jay Davy, and produced a couple of songs for Miguel recently. And yeah, that's all I care about.
I don't really like talking about myself very much. Let's see. After all that, though, just IMDb me, basically. But I've done a lot of different guest spots and recurring roles on a couple different pilots and shows and stuff. Anyway, imdb.com.
Yes, that's the way to go.
Chelsea Brummett, I write songs. It's what I love. It's my passion.
We're all
After all that, I went back home to Boston, and I went to high school and college. I actually recently graduated from Emerson College.
One of us?
We all college.
With journalism, and I actually just moved out here 2 months ago to start acting again. I used to intern at Comedy Central, and that was like my reminder that I missed comedy. So I moved out here 2 months ago to start acting again. So we'll see.
You've seen me in everything video games, Kotaku, GameSpot, IGN, Smosh Games, The Escapist. That's been my wheelhouse for a while. I was on an episode of Leverage. I host Screw Attack's Desk of Death Battle. And I do dumb and stupid stuff on YouTube, so you should go watch that. You'll enjoy it.
After all that, I kind of started rapping under the name Brian Christopher. I went on tour 2013, 2014. I have a really cool team called Cool and Unruly. We write songs, we do music, and I got an album coming out next year, or this year, and then one coming out next year. And yeah, that's basically, and then I'm on a live Periscope series called Just Business, directed by Royce Atkins, who's Sinbad's son. So yeah, everything's awesome.
I was going to say one little thing about myself since I didn't really say anything, which is that a role that I was proud of, that I did a recurring role on Gilmore Girls. I play Lorelai, young Lorelai, and a whole backstory. So I got to be pregnant, which I never have been, except then. And yep, on like a gurney and on the set of ER and give birth, which was awesome.
Cool.
I think. It had fun. It was very serious and dramatic. And anyway, that was it.
I just want to say I blundered in here because I was signing at Booth 645 today because, like Lisa, I'm a big video game guy now. I've been in Life is Strange, World of Warcraft, Red Dead Redemption, Call of Duty, tons of other ones. So come on by and visit if you've got nothing to do.
Awesome. And a lot of these guys are going to be doing autographs. You guys are doing an autograph session after this. So if you want to get autographs, talk to these guys, please feel free to do that. We got to give these guys a big round of applause for being here. We got to get off the stage, but before we do, we got to do one more thing. And I think you all know what that is. Fresh out the box, stop, look, and watch. Ready, get set, it's all there. give a big round of applause to these guys and keep enjoying Stan Lee's Comikaze 2015. Thank you, everyone.
Love y'all. I do.
Thank you all, everyone. Woo! Love you.
Put this microphone. I don't know what to do with this.